Hey, hi everyone. Just adjust. All right, hey guys. So hopefully you guys can see and hear me. Hi, happy Monday. It is Monday, isn't it? Yeah, happy Monday. All right, so guys, thank you again for joining me today. So this will be my last YouTube video of the year, but I will be back in the new year for some more yoga poses and yoga stretches and yoga classes, seeing as you guys are probably all busy with the run up to Christmas. But before we begin with our deep breathing exercise, just to put a disclaimer out there. So ladies, if any of you are watching this who are pregnant or suspect you might be pregnant, this is not the yoga class for you. Anyone who's watching who's been injured, please just make sure that you're fully healed and that you've been given the go-ahead by your doctor. And anyone who's joining us today who's fresh and new to yoga or hasn't done much yoga, then thank you for picking this class. This is a beginner's class, so just take it easy with the poses, just breathe deeply. And yeah, you shouldn't be feeling any pain in any of these poses. So if you do, then just slowly back out of the pose, relax, chill out before jumping back into the class. Okay? All right. All right, so guys, so we're going to begin with 5 minutes of deep breathing. So you can do this in whatever position is comfortable for you, whether that's sitting upright, cross-legged, laying down on the mat, laying with your back against the wall, whatever is comfortable for you guys. We're going to be sitting here for 5 minutes. All right, and if you want to sit on the cushion as well to elevate those hips, go for it. We're going to do 5 minutes of deep breathing. So just really inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and see if you can maybe time the breaths as well. So inhale, so you can count in your head. You can do 5 inhale, and then maybe 6 or 7 exhales. Just make sure the exhales are longer than the inhales, because that will help activate your parasympathetic nervous system and helps relax you. Okay? All right, guys. So let's get started with our 5 minutes of deep breathing.
So if you had your eyes closed, just gently open your eyes. Okay, so sitting comfortably on the mat. We'll get started by stretching out the neck. So with your next big inhale, lift the head, look up to the ceiling. And then let your exhale slowly bring that chin towards the chest as you look down. Good. Again, inhale up. And exhale, slowly bring the chin to the chest as you look down. So just flow like this, just go at your own pace with your own breath. Nice. With your next inhale, going to lift the head, look up to the ceiling, just hold here for a couple of breaths. And with your next exhale, slowly bring that chin towards the chest. And we'll hold here for a couple of deep breaths. Okay. And we'll lift the head, bringing it back to center. Lovely. From here, we're going to stretch the sides of the neck. So we'll get started by extending the right arm.
Bringing that arm over the top of the head, bringing that right hand to your left ear, and then just gently tilting the head over to the right side as if you're bringing that right ear towards that right shoulder. And with this hand, it's just gently resting on the ear, so we're not using it to force the head down. Just being gentle with the neck here. This is the morning time. Just making sure that the neck is stretched and happy. Okay, so from here, just gently remove the hand. Slowly bring the head back up to center. I'm going to do the same with the left arm. Go ahead and extend that arm in front. Going to curl it over the top of the head. Left hand is on the right ear this time. And again, we'll just gently tilt the head over to the left side this time. Be nice and careful with that neck here. And just breathe deeply and easily. Slowly remove the hand. Bring the head back up to center. Nice. So from here, we're going to come to sit on the heels. So we're going to come to sit on the heels like so. If this is too much for the knees, grab that cushion, place it on top of the calves so that you're not sitting all the way down, like so. Right, so from here with your next inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, we'll calm down into the hands and knees. And we'll flow through our cat-cow pose. Inhale, we're going to arch the back, look up. Exhale, we'll round. Nice. One more time. Inhale. Arch, look up. Exhale, round the back. And then from here, we'll come down to our child's pose. I prefer wide leg, but you can keep the knees together. Just slowly bringing the hips towards the heels. Slide those hands away from you until the chest and the forehead comes down to rest on the mat. You can always use the cushion as well if it's uncomfortable for you, bringing the forehead all the way down. Just rest the forehead on the edge of the cushion. Right. So with a big inhale, we're going to bring ourselves back up from there. Bringing the knees together, coming back to our thunderbolt pose. Okay, and again with a big inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. We'll come onto the hands and knees. We'll flow through our cat-cow pose. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Just one more time. And then again, we'll come back to our child's pose. With a big inhale, let's lift that head up. We'll bring it back onto the hands and knees here, guys. So if your knees are a bit sensitive here, you can grab a couple of cushions to put under the knees. From here, we're coming to thread the needle. So with a big inhale, let's reach that right arm up. Exhale, we're going to bring that arm under the left arm. Slowly bring the right shoulder down, the right side of the face comes down. But we're still keeping those hips pointing up towards the ceiling. We still have the left hand on the mat as well. Nice. With a big inhale, let's slowly lift the head, bringing that right hand back down to the mat. We'll immediately come over to the left side. So then inhale, lift the left arm up to the ceiling, and then exhale, bringing that left arm down, the left shoulder comes down, left side of the face comes down. And then with your next inhale, slowly lift the head. Left hand comes back down to the mat, and we're back onto our hands and knees here. All right, so from here, we're going to extend the right leg behind, toes pointing down. So just keep breathing here, guys. And then slowly bring that right knee back down to the mat. Good. We'll do the same with the left leg. Go ahead and extend that behind, toes pointing down. And you can look down at the mat or you can look forward, whatever helps you with your balance here. And if you're finding that your balance is a bit off, then just carefully lower that foot down and just balance that. Just bring the big toe to the floor. That's what I'm trying to say there. Good. Slowly bring that left knee down, and then we'll do it one more time with both legs. Raise the right leg behind you, toes pointing down. We're still lengthening out through the spine here, guys. Just keep breathing. Keep tensing those core muscles. And then bring that right knee down. Go ahead and extend the left leg behind you. Toes pointing down, lengthening through the spine, engaging the core. Got the fingers spread out nice and wide here as well. And then slowly bring the left knee down. Okay, from here we'll kneel up. So just calming up into those knees. And again, if this is uncomfortable in the knees, get some extra cushioning under there to help you up. All right. So from here in our kneeling position, put the knees just a bit apart here, like so. We're going to bring the hands behind you, just resting them just at the base of your spine here. And bring the elbows in, drawing the shoulder blades together. And from here, as you exhale, just carefully lean back just a little bit. Pushing those hips out. So we're not looking to go all the way back, just a little bit here, guys. And then slowly bring it back to center. Nice. So from here, we're going to scooch ourselves around so that we're still in the middle of the mat, but we've got space either side of us. Nice. From here, we'll come back down into the hands and knees. Like so. Going to extend that right leg out to the side with the feet pointing out to the side as well. Nice. And then from here, we'll flow through our cat-cow pose again. So inhale, arch, we'll look. Exhale. Round the back, look down, bringing that navel into the spine as you exhale. Inhale. So we're going to flow like this for a few breaths. Just go at your own pace. Take your time. Okay, guys, so from here, we're going to bring it back to a neutral spine, neutral position. Bring that right leg in. We're going to extend the left leg out to the side. And again, let's flow. Inhale. Exhale, round. Okay, and then we'll bring it back to our neutral position. Carefully bring that left leg in. And from here, we're just going to scooch ourselves back round onto the mat. So now we're facing the front of the mat. Okay, and then from here, we'll come to our downward dog. So just tuck those toes under. We're going to push up, push the hips up to the ceiling. And we can have the knees bent here to make it a bit easier. Still pushing the hips up to the ceiling. But don't worry if you can't bring the heels down to the mat. Comes with practice. All right, fingers spread out nice and wide. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen up through that spine, pushing the hips up. Breathe. We'll stay here for a couple of deep breaths. From here, we'll slowly bring the knees back down to the mat. Come to sit on the heels here. Switch myself a bit forward here. All right, so if this position is uncomfortable for you, then you can come back to your cross-legged position here. Okay. From here, we're going to bring the hands behind, so we're going to have the fingertips pointing towards the feet. Leaning back. You can look up to the ceiling here. Then you can look forward. So you can stay in this position if it's comfortable for you. To make it as an option, with your inhale, you can lift the hips up. And the exhales will bring you back down. Inhale. And exhale down. One more time up. And then carefully bring those hips back down. We'll walk the hands forward here, and we'll come to sit on the hips here. Okay. So we'll go ahead and extend the legs out in front of you. So from here, we'll come into our staff pose. So let's have those feet pointing up to the ceiling. Let's bring the hands behind you. Doesn't matter if the arms are straight here or if the arms are bent. We're just wanting to lengthen up through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. So you're going to feel the thigh muscles engaging, everything, almost as if everything's just lifting up here. Okay, and then relax. Nice. Okay, so from here, again with the knees, just being mindful here of how close you bring the leg in. But we'll come into our half hero pose, getting started with the right leg. So let's just carefully bring that right leg or that right foot behind. Okay, so I'll just turn around to show you guys how it looks from the front here. Okay, you can see my toes there. So foot is facing upright here. Put the right leg behind. Now just be mindful of your knee here. If this is causing you pain in the knee, then just slowly back out for pose. Come back to your comfortable seated position. But from here, just going to focus on sitting upright here. Wiggle your toes here, and that left foot. All right, you guys, we're going to carefully slide this right leg back out so it's extended with the left leg. Give those toes a wiggle. Can you hear my toes cracking? Oh, yes. Okay, and then we'll immediately come over to the left side. So just carefully bend that left leg. We're going to bring that left foot next to that left hip here. So that left leg is now bent. Okay, you see my right foot there, toes pointing up to the ceiling. Again, lengthening out through that spine, sitting upright. So we're going to slowly bring this left leg back. In the front, extended with the right leg, sorry. All right, so from here, just kind of bob the legs up and down here. All right, so keeping those legs extended, we're going to bend the knees just a little bit here. I'll turn around so you guys can see me from the side. Okay, put the knees up, feet resting on the heels. We're sitting upright here, so we're going to come into our forward fold. So the higher up you bring your knees, the easier it will be for you to fold over those thighs. So just be mindful of how close you bring the knees toward you. But with your inhale, let's Sit upright and let that exhale hold you over those thighs. Bring the hands towards the feet here. Okay. So from here, we're just going to slowly release the hands back down to the mat. We'll slide the hands back towards you. And you can just release the legs back down into the mat again. Just give those legs a shake here. Okay, so from here, we're going to come back into our kneeling position. So this time, we're going to have the toes tucked under like that. So you're on the hands and knees here. Okay. So from here, let's come up into our kneeling position. Like so. So we're going to come to a variation of camel pose. It is a back bending pose. So if you've got issues with your lower back or any part of your spine, just take it easy in this pose. Maybe just come back down to relax in child's pose. All right. We've got those toes tucked under here. So with your next inhale, reach that right arm behind you, and we're going to grab a hold of that right heel with the right hand. That left arm comes up, and we're going to look up. In this pose, we want to make sure that we're pushing the torso, the hips out to the side, well, out to the front, so just keep breathing. You can look forward if that's more comfortable. Okay. And then let's bring it back to center, releasing that right hand from the right heel. Okay. And then we'll immediately come over to the other side and do the same with that left hand. So it's just like a windmill, you're just going to bring that arm behind, leaning back. Hold on, resting the fingers on that left heel. Extend that right arm up. Push those hips forward. You can look up or you can look forward, whatever's more comfortable for you. But just breathe here, guys. Okay. Slowly bring it back to center. Come back onto the hands and knees. So just bring the hands back down to the mat. Okay. So go ahead and tuck those toes again. With your next exhale, just round the back. And then slowly lean back. All right. I'm just going to hold here for a few deep breaths, keeping that back nice and rounded. Lovely, you guys. So I'm going to just slowly bring it back to center. Uncurl those toes. Just take a few deep, or a couple of deep breaths in our tabletop position. Okay, good. So from here, go ahead and tuck those toes under again. We're going to push the hips up to our downward dog. Nice, you guys. Remember, you can keep the knees bent here on your tippy toes. Remember to keep pushing those hips up to the ceiling. Nice, guys. Keep breathing. Just a couple more deep breaths here. Okay, and let's bring the knees back down to the mat. From here, we'll come into puppy pose. So kind of like child's pose, but we'll be keeping the hips up, but bringing the chest down to the mat. So from here, just slowly start to walk the hands away from you, lowering the chest down to the mat. You can bring it down to the elbows here. Okay, so we're still pushing the hips up towards the ceiling, so creating a nice long line down the spine. Okay, you're on your elbows here, so this should feel pretty comfortable. You can bring your forehead down to the mat here. Alternatively, you can extend the arms, bring the forehead down, bring the chest down towards the mat. So then slowly slide those arms back onto the elbows here. So you rest on the elbows, you lift the head. Okay. Coming back to the hands and knees. From here, we're going to lower the hips down. We're going to bring the torso down to the mat. So just lower the tummy and the chest down. You might need to scooch yourself a bit back. Okay, so bring the chest down to the mat here. We've got the hands either side of the chest. Put the feet touching, thighs touching. Nice. And from here, we're going to lift the chest up. We're going to bring the elbows in front here. So we've got the forearms down, resting on the elbows, coming into our Sphinx pose. Another back bending pose here. So see how this feels in your lower back. Bring your awareness to your spine. If this is uncomfortable, and just bring it down to crocodile, which is resting the forearms on top of each other in front of you, and then resting the forehead down onto that top arm. Or you can stay in Sphinx pose, looking forward. So we're going to stay here for a few deep breaths to get comfortable, relax, and just focus on your breath. Okay, so we're going to slowly bring it down. We'll come to our crocodile pose. If you haven't already gone into this pose, forearms on top of each other in front of you, and then bring the forehead down to rest on that top arm. With your inhale, just lift the head. And we're going to bring the right hand onto the mat here. And you're going to slightly turn over to the right side here. We're just going to come into half frog pose. So go ahead and lift and bend that right leg, bringing it out to the side. So we're bending the right leg at about a 90-degree angle here. Okay, so that left leg is straight and resting extended on the mat. Got the right leg bent out to the side. And then from here, we're going to come back, resting the forearms on top of each other and just rest the forehead down here. So lift the head here, bring the right hand back down to the mat. We're going to push into that right hand to help us slide that right leg back down into the mat. We're going to turn around, bring the left hand down to the mat. Going to bring the left leg out to the side, keeping that right leg extended down. And then again, bringing the forearms on top of each other, resting the forehead down, with that left leg out to the side. Lift your head, bring that left hand down onto the mat, push down into that left hand as you slide that left leg back down. And then from here, we're just going to carefully roll onto the side and then come to rest on the back. Okay, so we'll bring the knees up here. I've got the feet on the mat, hands resting either side. Just going to let the back settle on the mat for a few breaths. If this position is uncomfortable for your back or your hips, then you can grab that cushion and put it under your hips. See how that feels. From here, we're going to extend both legs up to the ceiling. Go ahead and extend the arms up as well. And then from here, we're just going to try and lift the torso up with an inhale and then exhale, bring it back down. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, guys. Inhale. Lifting up the shoulders and back down. Nice. Carefully bring the feet back down to the mat. From here, we'll bring the knees into the chest. You can hug your knees in here. If it's comfortable, you can sway from side to side. And slowly release the legs, bring the feet down to the mat. Nice. We're coming to half happy baby here. So we'll keep the left foot on the mat. Bring that right knee in towards you again. And then using that right hand, you're going to hold on to the outside edge of that right foot. So kind of leaning that right leg over to the side just a little bit here. Okay. Slowly release that right foot, bringing that right foot down to the mat. That right hand comes down. And now we'll move over to the left leg, so keeping that right foot on the mat. Bring that left knee towards you. Bringing that left foot towards the left hand. And again, we're going to hold on to the outside edge of that foot. Bringing that knee over to the side just a little bit. And just breathe, guys. There's an option here, guys, if you want to go into the full expression of the pose, bringing both feet up, holding onto both feet here. But if this is too uncomfortable for you, you can bring that right knee down. Okay, one more deep breath in this pose. And then slowly start to bring the feet back down to the mat. Bring the hands down to the mat. And then we'll slide the feet down, extending both legs down to the mat. And we'll come to rest in our Shavasana, in our corpse pose. So make some final adjustments here, guys, making sure you're completely relaxed. Maybe it's more comfortable for you to have both feet on the mat, and go for it. You can step the feet out further, wider rather, bringing the knees together. Again, if that's comfortable for you. Or you can just have the legs extended down. Whatever floats your boat. But let's relax. Close our eyes. Focus on the breath. Rest there, guys. I'm going to get rid of. With our eyes closed, focusing on the breath, we're just going to drift away into our thoughts. Let the thoughts come and go. We won't focus on trying to drive away the thoughts. Just let them be. From here, we'll work our way up the body, starting with the feet, telling each part of the body to relax and feel heavy. So here you can give your toes a wiggle here. Nice. And just let the feet rest wherever is comfortable for them. As you allow that heaviness to sink into the feet and the ankles, moving up through to your calves and your knees, which are now rested, relaxed and heavy. Feeling the muscles settle into the mat, feeling the bones settle into the mat. Moving your way up through to the thighs and the hips, which are now comfortable, relaxed and heavy on the mat. Just allowing any tension in the hips to melt away. If you do carry any tension in the hips, maybe you just need to make some adjustments. Maybe even place a cushion onto the hips. Otherwise, just let the legs, the knees, the feet relax. Bring your awareness to your spine. We've done a number of back bends in this class, so this should feel nice to just rest on the mat. Again, if there's any tension anywhere in the back, then perhaps you need to make some final adjustments. So just kind of move around a bit, or maybe use a cushion somewhere under the spine for that extra support. The spine is rested, it's relaxed. Bring your awareness to your tummy and your ribs, feeling them expand with every breath. Bring your awareness to your chest and your shoulders. As they feel heavy and relaxed. You're breathing easy here. Everything's just open and free and peaceful. Your arms and elbows feel like two long, heavy weights resting either side of your body. Feel the muscles relaxing and settling. The arms relax and get heavy. Bring awareness to your wrists, your hands, fingers and thumbs. Give them a wiggle here. And relax the hands down, the palms open. And the fingers just curl in. They are now finding their peace, heavy and relaxed on the floor. Bring awareness to your scalp muscles, to the back of your head, and the top of your head, and now relaxed and rested and heavy. Bring awareness to your face, letting the face muscles relax. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed and heavy. Your eyes are relaxed and heavy. Your ears, cheeks, and nose are rested, relaxed, and heavy. Your lips, mouth, and tongue are feeling relaxed and heavy. Your jaw, which we will move from side to side. Open and close the mouth. Just making sure that there's no tension left in the jaw. So now the entire length of your body is at ease, is at peace. And we'll just lay here, relaxing. Take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch the arms overhead. Slowly open your eyes. And then in your own time, just gently come up to a comfortable seated position. Let's bring the hands together in prayer. Everyone, thank you for joining me today. You've been wonderful. I hope this class has helped you in some way. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful time over the Christmas and New Year's. And I'll see you guys on YouTube after the New Year's. So guys, take care. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. And I'll see you in 2021. Take care. Bye.